should be able to hear us. There is an update. I haven't hit the update, so all the audio should remain in place. I have so many notifications going off. I see. I understand. Right.
Pipe train.
Welcome to the channel. It's been a while. We're going to play the Dungeons & Dragons. Our new time for Mondays will be 8:30. I will put a thing on Twitter, on Facebook, because my little boy's been moved up a skill level in football. Yes, Eddie Samson has been moved up. First time in his life, kid.
First and only time.
So he'll be starting his football a bit later. So welcome to the channel. We play Dungeons & Dragons. I'll try and blast through our stuff that we say at the beginning. I should really make a video, but I'm lazy. Right, so if you want to follow us on social media, you can go to Instagram, you can go to Twitter, you can go to Facebook and follow us, and it'll be me posting about when we're going live, what we've got planned, what I'm writing about, what's happening in the world of heavyweight gaming, all that good stuff. If you want to come and join us on our Discord channel, pretty much the same stuff, but it's on Discord instead of all over social media. If you want to go catch up on hundreds of hours of storytelling in various D&D lovely jubbly campaigns and one-shots, there's a couple of vampire stuff on there, a bit of Pathfinder, it's all good, loads of stories, we love it, dice stories, winning. Go check out the YouTube channel, it's really cool. If you have a spare Sunday and you want to watch the Chronicles of Needham and they're on break, because they're on a baby break at the minute, as in there's a baby, they're not on a break to make babies, but go check out their YouTube, Dice of the Beholder. It's really cool. Some of the accents the Dungeon Master does are quite cool.
Thank you.
All hail the Inquisitor. If you know, you know. So go check out all that good stuff. Right, we've got some sponsors because we're famous Dungeons and Dragonsers. On the internets. We are sponsored by Sirenscape, who are creators of sound sets and ambience and the good music that you should be able to hear coming through into your living rooms live now. They're absolutely brilliant. We met them at the UK Games Expo earlier on in the year. They've got an incredible library of sounds and ambience that you can use. So if you want fire-breathing dragons chasing over your village, or a busy town, or sugar dates and pistachios been sold, spistachios sold in your market square, check them out. They're amazing. They're really, really cool and really, really good to have in the background. And you can have them either digitally through the web player, which they've now do it through the browser. So you share a link, and your party can go straight to what you're listening to, and you can all share in the wealth of ambience. Or if you're lucky enough to play around the table, play out your phone. So, Coyote Grey, Chibi tokens, artwork, Roll20. Go to Roll20's marketplace, search Coyote Grey. Look at all the Chibi token packs that he's got up there. They're amazing. I love them. I fell in love with them the first time I seen them, so I bought them all, and I use them in my Cyberpunk games, my D&D games. I've used them in my Pathfinder games. I love them. They're amazing. Go check out Coyote Grey. He's ace. Third, and amazingly so, Lucky Battle Mats. They do exactly that. They make battle mats. Big flip-out giant books, A3, taverns, towns, caverns, castles, tundras, magic circles, forests, lava lakes, bridges over acid, swamps, all that good stuff. They also do the digital version of everything they make, so go check them out on Drive-Thru RPG, DM's Guild. One of them.
On Roll20 as well.
They're on Roll20. If you go to Patreon and look for Lucky Battle Mats, they've got loads and loads of free stuff that they give away, and when they do collaborative stuff with other creators. They're an amazing people, and we're so happy that they sponsor us, as we are with all our sponsors. So, that's that. Good 200 bits. If you've got loads of money, or even if you don't really, I'll happily still take it. Send in 200 bits. These lot will get a reroll. Now, this reroll, when we get there.
Found it.
Do you feel sorry for the adventurers? Don't ever feel sorry for these muppets. Monkey face. Yeah, maybe Tony. Donate 200 bits /cheers to give the party a reroll. They cannot be used on the DM. Biggie,
We have 10 rerolls.
I think you find that's 4 rerolls for me. You can give rerolls to the party. They cannot be used on my rolls, on DM, or death saving throws. They don't roll over to the following week. unless they hit 20. And there's no longer a cap. So if you've just got paid and you want to throw 2,000 bits at the players and give them loads of re-rolls, then fair play. Maybe one day. Biggie, you are nuts. Sod the amazing, you're just nuts. AD as the DM can also earn a hero point. A re-roll if you donate 500 bits for the moose. If you know, you know. I will happily ruin this lot's plans with that re-roll. Oh yeah, I always forget this. If you go to Redbubble and put in Heavyweight Gaming, there's a couple of t-shirts designed by Friday Adams, also known as Errant Flame on Instagram and Errant Flame on Redbubble. She's got her own cool stuff. But there's 2 t-shirts on there, absolutely amazing. Eddie made a weird face like he was going to say something then.
I've got a cough, so I'm just trying to hold it in.
Okay. He's got method. Been running around like a robot, have we? So.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Is that all the good stuff? We've got no announcements at the minute. We'll let you know when something changes. Right. Recap. What happened? So, you met the Master of Storms from a different world who came through a portal. You helped them vanquish a soul-forged ice elemental skeleton creature that creates glaciers in a world's oceans, and it spreads out and destroys the world. So your first time attempting to
I thought
save
it was
the
a
world.
salamander. Was it not a salamander, AD? Was it not supposed to be something?
No, it was a soul forged.
Okay.
The salamander you didn't kill, so will win. So, it's just how it rolls.
We were never told about the salamander by the snow
Sounds
sorcerer.
like a you problem. There you go, Errant Flame on Instagram in the chat. So, you defeated the big bad Gribbly. You discovered that in the town of Lento, it is where the Tarask blood is kept. All right, Biggie. Oh, these are mine. Don't feel left out, Eddie. These are yours. All right, just chill. All right, just chill. I'll let you know when my gas and electric bill's coming in because it's gone a bit mad. But yeah, Becky threatened to put the radiators on earlier and nearly slapped it. Anyway, so you're in Lento. You fought the big creature. You helped the Master of Storms, the young Aquarius, return to his world. You discovered that the Tarask blood that the Order of the Ram's Horn used to make their wyverns hulk out is kept beneath the gardens of Lento. You met Julius, the acquaintance friend of Alexander, who you requested to send somebody. Julius turned up. You had a long conversation with Julius and asked every question under the sun, and even sent some after the session to ask, which is lovely. But yeah, you discovered that Everdark may or may not be a whammer. I mean, it's you discovered that supposedly hyper. If you dream about someone, called Arterian, maybe hypothetically, is it good or bad? What else did you discover? You did a message. You sent a message to your wonderful, beautiful, bigger than Althea sister Bjorn in Viconia. You're shredded. She's bulking season. I mean, she lives in ice. She's always bulking. You can't compete with Althea. You know what I mean? You're in the Mediterranean. You're shredded 24/7. You can't put weight on. So
like Rocky versus Drago. Rocky's on the mountains with the ice blocks and shit.
You just call Althea Drago and therefore lose. Okay, well, that's teamwork. I like. Well done, Etheria. Well done.
Yeah, don't worry, your time will come.
Positive attitude.
Piss off the tank. That's always the.
Don't worry, Althea. You lose in the end.
Yeah.
You discovered
Countries come
that.
together.
I mean, it's true. It's true. You discovered, Bjorn, that your sister was having a conversation with somebody called Soul Taker. No, that's going right now. Now the message has stopped. Who knows? Who knows? Because I've got stats of both of them. So, the message is finished. You are there in Lento. It is the next day. I mean, it's morning time. I think only like 50 seconds passed in the entire 3-hour session. So, it is morning time. Julius is going to be heading back to Buxy Bay, Shagaloof, to speak to Alexander and arrange what is going on after you told him that Clay Eye is lost, written off. They should wipe it out because there's lots of dead things running around that used to be, families. but don't worry, you failed to find the magic sword, so all is well in the world. So what do you all want to do? 3, 2, 1, go now.
Aferio going to follow Julius out and get him to their self for a minute.
Hello, Etheria.
Hi. I need to look at my notes to see what my question was.
Your question, I believe, was about Sapphire and what it meant in the Ver Dynasty.
Yes, I heard it somewhere, and it seemed more than just a little gem or something. Are you aware of it? Anything, person, place?
The only thing I'm aware of from the Dynasty regarding significance of Sapphire, I mean, it is a simple blue gemstone, but the only significance I can think of is there is a huge, many words describing size of a single gemstone, a single sapphire gemstone that has been worked into the likeness of a mighty lion roaring to the skies, somewhere in the mountain temples, but of what significance I do not know. But quite impressive if they found a gemstone of such a size.
Why would you make a lion gemstone?
You tell me. They made a dragon gemstone. And just gestures at you.
I was born, I think.
Yes.
My parents didn't chisel me out of some shiny rock.
Well, maybe they use different language to protect your young ears, but chiseling out of rock sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I'll leave you to it then, I guess. You need to get back to Alexander and stuff.
Good day. Take care.
Good day. If you see Gabriel folk, if you say hi.
Well, hello from Etheria.
From the Winter Rose.
Noted.
I'm sure you'll bump into him at some point. You seem quite friendly.
At that point, Julius takes off his mask. Ha ha! No.
Althea straight up punches him in the face.
Oh, not as hard as the Viconian.
So we may see you soon if I pass across again. But yeah,
Yes,
look after yourself.
I will.
Don't
Definitely.
get into many fights.
Don't worry. Do not worry your little gems about that, Etheria.
We'll go back into the bar to my party.
And Julius fucks off. Technical term. So you're left in the town of Lento. Julius has given you the information that he's got access to. Aquarius is gone. You are at your own devices.
So, where do we go from here?
Bronze Falls.
Bronze Falls.
I was asking for a direction.
Oh. Oh, I don't know.
Bell?
Bronze Falls.
Belt.
direction.
I was going to probably ask Althea, because they're from here.
Bjorn thinks northwest would be a sensible idea.
Thank you, Bjorn.
So, you're welcome. Althea is northwest, right?
Yeah. Velk also lives in Etoria. So they would also know. It is indeed northwest. Does
Don't
Velk live in
do I?
Etoria? I
I
thought
don't know.
Velk did.
I don't know what she's got in a notebook.
I thought you lived in I thought where you were from is in Etoria. Maybe not.
Think all you like.
Althea's got a lot going on. You know what I mean?
I know.
She's still itching the tattoo on the back of her neck.
Yeah. There's Rennie. You messaged Rennie as well, didn't you?
He's called Remy, and
Who's Rennie? Who the fuck is Rennie?
He's really good for. He's an alchemist who specialises in heartburn.
heartburn.
You messaged Remy as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a reply.
Is that what you've written down? Got a reply.
Left on red.
Left on red.
So, it's all right saying Bronze Falls and agreeing, but you are very aware, Althea, it is a lot of miles from here to Bronze Falls on the other side of the mountain range you just happen to be stood next to. So if you look at the map that I've sent you 1,000 times, maybe twice.
I have not received that map in like the last 3 months.
Well,
Where would I find it?
Discord, probably pinned.
Pinned to the top of our general chat.
Also on the stream.
Don't watch that.
I hate
Ridiculous.
all of you. Yeah,
I was also
Found it.
thinking.
Have you find? I have everything saved. Thank you.
I was also thinking. We have not done this. Well, I have not. I do not know how flush the rest of you are. We might want to try and earn some coin. Buying supplies for travel is going to be quite difficult with certain people giving 40 gold away willy-nilly.
You go 40 gold away.
I say, I look at Rhea with a smile.
I thought it was 4 platinum.
I've got like 13 gold that I could contribute towards supplies. We can probably supply for this journey, if nothing else.
I've got 46 gold.
Didn't we discuss magical traveling?
Yeah, but it wasn't an option. Julius couldn't help with us. Couldn't help with that for us. Good English, yes.
he could only take one. He couldn't take group.
I still have some of the platinum that I like regurgitated when we played roulette. So.
We do have ponies as well, so we've got ponies are great for mountains, probably better than horses, to be honest.
Again,
It is a hike though. Like it's going to take a while and it's going to be really difficult. A lot of people don't, travel that way on purpose. It's not very forgiving at all.
Are we going round the mountains? Are we going to go through Douala?
Opens map. I assume it would take a very long time, even longer, to go that way.
I mean, the scale is well off because, it's done by me. But you are aware that Etoria is from probably west to east. The coast before it hits the islands a good 800, 900 miles left to right. And what be far off, south to north. Or if you're going north to south, you know what I mean? But why would you?
Because it's like going downhill.
That is true.
Is Bronze Falls... Right, AD, I'm not criticising the map at all, I promise. Is Bronze Falls on top of the mountain, behind the mountain, or is it the fall coming down the mountain?
So Bronze Falls has a little... I don't know if you can zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in.
Okay.
So the little village behind the mountain.
Just under the B, yeah. That's a village. And you see how the river runs into the village. The word Bronze Falls is on the mountain.
I actually
It's
think
like the
it would make
Hollywood
most
sign.
sense.
You know the Hollywood sign? It's just it says Bronze Falls
Bronze
on the bottom.
Falls. I think it would make sense to go through Douala and go around the mountains rather than trying to go over them. It might take, a couple of weeks longer, but less mountain.
From that side, from the northern side of the mountains, it's like halfway up the mountain is the actual town of Bronze Falls. So you'd make your way up from the river at the bottom.
Right.
And how? Who cares? You don't know until you find out. But the river runs into the mountain and the waterfall comes out. So the water must be going up. And then runs out on the other side of the mountain into that forest lake.
Yep, I agree. Super weird.
You're half soul forged, half war cleric. And you think water running up is weird?
Face. I understand that going around the mountain might only take a couple of weeks longer, but that might not be a couple of weeks that my sister has.
But your sister won't be at Bronze Falls.
No, she will not. But we are going to Bronze Falls to possibly find out more clues about.
Give me a
North West.
survival check, Beyond.
Oh, I don't have any dice. I know it's not relevant.
Oh, yeah, great.
You've
Cool.
32 rerolls or something stupid. So.
Yeah, no,
seven.
but what I mean is, if we're obviously gonna die in battle, because that was a natural 20 on a survival check.
Oh,
So survival is 20.
Cool. So, going around the mountains, looking at this shoddy map that Althea's got with her. I mean, it's sketched, not by Goblin. And being from Viconia, a very mountainous, colder area, going over / through, etc. mountains is far more time consuming than following a trail path, etc. around the mountains. Obviously, depending on the situation. But looking at the map, these mountains are hundreds of... The range of mountain is ridiculous. Going through it, as long as you knew where you were going, as the crow digs, you probably save a few days. Going round it, you are right, a couple of weeks. Going over the mountains would be a risk. Could take months. Or there could be a very perfect path picked through. Over it, through it, etc.
This is your country, okay?
Teflon.
I will bow to your knowledge.
Don't make him bow, Althea.
I honestly, I can tell you the difference in the travel and how hard it will be, but I'm not making a decision on behalf of the group. I can give you the information, but we need to decide together what we're going to do.
look, I know Althea is a fantastic tracker and, has proven that.
Do we have a leaflet for Bronze Falls? Do we
Well,
have a
there must. If
flyer
I'm
or-
going to just wait, when I start tracking, the leaflets will show up. There will be an event that will take us to where we need to go.
Of course. I'm just saying, only one of us has experienced hiking through mountainous terrain. Mountainous
There were
terrain.
many mantis. They're very happy people.
Yeah, in Canada.
Famous
John-
Colossus.
Yeah.
They're
just
very
think-
polite there, right here.
I just think it would make more sense to go around. It will likely end up being the quicker option.
I think it makes sense to go to Dweller Fist and then make us way from there.
Follow the roads.
Do you ever
Yeah,
watch Due South?
Yeah.
There's a dog called Brewbaker.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Carry on.
It was a long time ago, mind, AD.
Yeah.
That was Due South was like watching with my dad.
Never heard of it. I've
What?
heard of it, I've just never seen it.
I've never heard.
All right,
What?
I wouldn't
You're
expect
a
you to,
baby.
Ray. You're a baby.
That's 6.
Like a year younger than Hannah.
Yeah, but I don't think Hannah's
Alright,
heard of
Hannah's
it either,
7.
'cause-
There you go. Carry on. Don't allow your dungeon master to interrupt the flow.
I agree. We should go round. It's just gonna take a while. It's a long journey.
Sorry, Bjorn. I just, if we get lost in those mountains, they look pretty big according to this excellent map Althea has.
It's sketched on the back of the picture that I drew of
You
your
look at it,
sister, so
yeah.
that they could
As
find her.
As you look at the excellent map that Althea has, trying to work out the size of the mountains, Bjorn's going to look out the window.
Yeah, that's what a fairy does.
They are
It's
pretty
like-
big. They're all right. I have seen bigger.
In Biconia.
Yes.
Okay, shall I go and see if we can get some trail food? There's got to be a bend. Oh my god, it's all going to be almonds. It's just going to be an entire pack of almonds. Maybe Dwello has more interesting trail food
Oh.
that isn't just almonds.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. We can actually stock up on non-almond or
Bjorn, we could buy some beer.
yeah.
Not without any coin. We
I
can.
mean, we have coin. We've just said that. Between us, we've got 60 gold.
Yes.
We can't see it, really.
Between us, we have 60 gold. So that is one, if we haggle, healing potion.
It's one healing potion, but it's also a significant. We could ask if anyone wants anything couriered to Dwello and wants to pay for the privilege. That makes sense.
I suppose.
Maybe we can take a bunch of almonds on back of his horse.
Stick on one of the hot ponies.
I do have 2 spare pack ponies
Yeah.
for just such a purpose, I suppose.
It was very smart.
Who's
How did we? I was drawing a map, and suddenly we're postmen. I don't know.
We thought it would make sense. Bjorn said basically, if we want healing potions, we're going to need more funds than we currently have.
Okay.
So I suggested, as we're going up to Duello anyway, which, by the way, being Welsh, I keep wanting to call Duello, and we could maybe courier something there if someone wanted something doing, or something en route, perhaps. We could ask at the bar.
People do, like, from where I'm from, it's very kind of like things don't always cost coin. Like, we could do a favour for the alchemist that has the healing potions, or we could promise them a favour, or we could, do something for them that they might need doing. Or it's not always, we don't have to get the money to buy the healing potions. We could find the person with the healing potions and see what they need, because people, coin is quite easy to get, whereas not a lot of people have the ability to, say, go and, I don't know, rescue someone or courier a message. We're going to Bronze Falls. People might want things, couriered to Bronze Falls, or messages or information. Not a lot, people don't have access to magic. There are things that we could do, trade in skills or favors rather than money.
We could get, we could just get Velk to sing the entire way there and make us some money as a
Can
bard.
Velk sing?
Well,
No, but Bard's fantastic. Bard's a fantastic story, Velk.
Velk and I, when the first time we met, it was in my what's it called, Odie?
I don't know. I don't know.
A gladiator training place. You
Oh, the
gave it a
Ludus. The Ludus.
Ludus,
Yeah.
there we go. We met and
You gave me
Velk-
no context.
we
Might just
The
start
first
ringing
time-
you up. Hey, what's it called?
Yeah, I was like, Trev?
Sharp, I'm trying to roleplay. We met and Velk told my Dominus.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. A story, and I used to fight for coin. It's not hard to make money, but sometimes you can get more from services rather than
I kind of think if it wasn't hard to make, I'd have more of it.
I mean,
Maybe there's a caravan going to Dwala. We can guard or something.
yeah, that's
We're pretty good at hitting things, if no else.
I mean, I am. With your rolls, maybe not. But
I hit that big.
Right. Look, why don't we ask at the bar here if there's anything that needs doing here or en route? And if not, then we make our way up to Duello and we try the same thing there. And if we pass any people along the way, Velk can perform for them like a dancing monkey.
The life of a bard, eh?
and if
Come
anyone
up with
wants a
something
show,
cool, Velk, you know what I mean?
I'm just stood there, not smiling.
I very
Anyone wants-
gingerly pat Velk on the shoulder like,
He fireballs you.
I've never seen a dancing.
we
monkey.
could something that I used to do when I was training. You can
Can't rob someone.
no, well, you put on a show. You have a
that's one.
fight in a market square, but if you know who's going to win when you start the fight, and
Isn't
people
that-
place bets, and
that
but
wrong?
it works.
We
Okay.
used to do this in training.
You said I could say anything and it'd
Yeah,
be canonade.
go for it.
That sounds an awful lot like cheating.
It's not, because people have a good time, and if you make it, they have a nice show. They don't mind too much that they've lost a couple of silver, but a couple
A
of silver from
crime-
every single person adds up, and then you can feed your family. It's a good,
So if I
Very
fight
well.
you and we know who's gonna win, which
yeah. And if it, and I'm not saying anything ethereal. You are perfectly capable, but if I blow it, because people,
sorry, who are
Look-
you blowing?
if I throw the match and I lose, people would have bet on. Not saying they wouldn't bet on you, but they might bet on me more than they bet on you. But then you
It
win.
sounds like she is saying that they would not bet on you.
Look, do you want money or not? Like,
Can we just ask the barman or the local shopkeepers or anybody if they need a delivery?
Actually, I quite like
When
Galvia's
they
idea.
say no, okay, when
Well-
they say no,
I'm not going to fight you if you're going to throw it.
That's but
I'll fight you afterwards
Etheria,
and
that's
not
the
throw it.
entire flipping point. That's the point.
Well, then
I'll
how
fight
do we-
you.
There is
How do
no
we know
one.
how do we know who'd win?
we don't. It's not about. It's about the money at the end. It's not about. We're not fighting to see who's better, because we could actually fight and see who's better. And honestly, I don't have a clue what you do with that magic stuff, and it kind of scares me. So I don't want to fight you for real. I'm quite happy to fight you, knowing that I'm going to lose and make quite a bit of money out of it, so we can buy some healing potions. So when we actually have to fight things, we don't die.
Hmm.
But we can, we used to, big each other up, and you make it look like that there is only one person that you would bet on. You make it look obvious that, you are an underdog, that people aren't gonna, they want to bet on someone that they feel secure is going to win. And if I show up with my flipping great sword and shield covered in armor as a known gladiator in Etoria, and someone that they've never, people don't know you over here. You've got your name around. People know that there's a sparkling pink dragon in town, but they don't know you as the impressive swords person that you are.
What way to ruin the winter rose? You know what I mean? A sparkly pink dragon. You know what I mean?
Basically, what I think Althea is trying to say is we ain't shit compared to her.
No, that's definitely not the point. Honestly, I'm sort of there for this.
Do we have time for this?
We could do it in Dwallow.
Not here, but we do in Dwello on the way through.
Right.
We could get Velk to send word ahead of an honour battle between
Like a dancing monkey.
Dancing Monkey.
Velk could do what he did with his when I had to fight in my Ludus. Velk made cheering sounds, and it was all very theatrical. We could make it a show.
Well, yeah. Rhea, can you turn into a monkey?
What?
If we need a dancing monkey.
No. Etheria, we don't. I'm just going to go ask the bar staff if they've got anything that needs delivering to Dwello, and I'm just going to disappear and go round to the bar.
Yeah.
Seeing a monkey.
Probably not.
I could draw one.
Oh my god, can you imagine the weird,
Quite the
slightly
same.
deformed monkey?
Wild shaping into a drawn monkey. God.
Althea gets
Even
her notebook
what?
back out.
I'd have a
I
zoo
don't know.
protest. So
We
it's
need to see it
Wait,
in
is that
person.
canon now? Whatever I see drawn, I can turn into. That.
only in your head, Ray.
I mean, you can give it a go.
So, whilst Rhea turns into a piece of parchment, Fizz, you go over to the bar. Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. The barman, older guy, you've not seen him, you didn't see him yesterday. Middle-aged, he has enjoyed his time casually being in Lento, it would seem. He doesn't seem to have been a hard worker all of his life, but he's got a smile. His hair is still dark. The grey hasn't yet kicked in. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Fabulous. We are looking to travel up to Dwello, I believe.
Dwello.
Dwello. Yes.
Dwello. Like
Hello,
hello, but
Dwello.
with a dwello.
Dwello. We are looking to travel up to Dwello, and we wondered if anyone in the town was looking for things to be couried up there, had messages they wished to send to family, for a small fee, of course, or anything along those lines. As we were going in that direction anyway, we thought we'd offer our assistance.
We've got a couple of crates of silver ore going up to Dwello. There's no doubt the weekly order of almonds and figs that'll get sent up there. Not many caravans going, but just the odd couple of folk with a fine horse and a wagon. They might need or feel better or more confident if they have,
Are any of
Just
them
looks
really
at you,
incompetent
you're
at travelling?
Not that I know of. They've done it many times.
Just people who might be a bit more nervous and might be more.
Well, we wouldn't send them if they were incompetent. They'd probably get it
Good
wrong.
point. They probably would. Who would you recommend that we speak to? And don't worry, I'll get someone a little more approachable than myself to do so.
Damaris is always looking for folk to manual labour with the oars, O-R-E.
Yes, I got it.
I had well, you are licking the lollipop a little bit. It put me on edge. That's all.
How do you lick a lollipop?
I am not. Yes, like that. Let's go with that.
Right.
So Damaris, yes.
Damaris. Okay. And where would I find him/her/them?
She is sat, next to your pink friend, maybe a table away. The one with the massive forearms.
All right, I will. I've got the weirdest image in my head now.
I don't know why I imagined long, not thick.
Right. We're learning a bit about you, Rhea. Alria.
All right. Thank you very much for your assistance. That's actually very, very, very helpful. I appreciate it. And I'm going to put a silver on the bar as a tip, like thank you, and go and ask.
As you go over, as described, Damaris is sat there. She is pretty short, human, or at least
massive forearms.
Massive forearms, full on Popeye forearms. Full on Popeye forearms. Calloused hands. You can see that there's a gnarliness to her hands. She doesn't seem. She's not quite middle-aged, so she'll be in her late 20s. But you can see she's worked, if not all her life. There is a couple of picks and hammers just resting at the side. She's sat with 2 or 3 lads that are young and look like they've just come straight out of the mine. They're muck on their faces. They are all enjoying a drink. Good chance they've done a night shift. She's telling a wonderful tale about what she did the last time 3 lads tried to out-mine her. No one ever saw him again, apparently, according to the story. Hair is short, shaved at the sides, and has just got a bit of scruff on top. And she has bright blue eyes.
Before I actually head over to her directly, I'm going to collar Bjorn on the way past and go, who out of our group do you think is the most socially adept?
What, that's meeting new people and making friends?
That was
Yeah.
genius.
I can make friends.
And also understands the concept of money. No offense, Rhea.
I like friends and money.
Killed me.
Like friends. Oh, actually, you yes. Okay. Because you look like you could be a caravan guard and therefore would be. You know,
What? I look like a what? I am a gladiator.
Yes, but you're so muscular. You're so muscular and imposing. Obviously, you would scare
that's
off.
like saying a wrestler looks like a bouncer. That's
You
not
look like
fair.
the Duke Dawes
This
on a
is my
bus. You know what I
profession.
mean?
Are you telling me that's not
security.
accurate?
Yeah, but I look like a really good caravan guard.
That's what I meant. Like, you are the creme de la creme of caravan guards.
Best bus stop security I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Went from
Like, I
heavyweight
used to be a
champion of
caravan
the
guard,
world.
and now I'm better. Like, you know.
Tesco's security. No, there's no wrong with that.
Anyway, the barman advised that we speak to that lady over there. Her name begins with D.
And ends in amorous.
Damaris.
Damaris.
Yeah. Something along those lines. It didn't really stick, I'm sorry. But yes, that's who you need to speak to. Apparently, they'll be doing some travelling and they might want some guarding.
Velka's your manager.
What,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm a wrestler. Like Velk needs to come in like a fur jacket and sunglasses.
Carrying an urn.
I'm sure you-
Oh, I need to draw that now.
What has happened tonight?
Don't know. We've been away for like 3 weeks.
We've got a coffin bard, a seductive cleric, lollipop licker.
You're eating a lollipop.
I will approach Damaris, but Althea's gonna like, you know, when people try and walk cool, like differently to how they normally walk.
Like a pimp walk?
Kind of, but they're like trying too hard. Like she's trying to look tough, but it's just not working. She's not a very charismatic person.
The,
I'm going to watch this and say to Bjorn, chose the wrong person.
Althea?
The charismatic warlock says, yeah, you did.
Could have
Althea,
suggested himself.
why are you puffing at your chest?
Shut up, Bjorn. Shut up, Bjorn.
We don't talk about your boobs. You don't talk about
You
us.
need to hold. You need to breathe in a bit deeper, and then you'll be the same size as my sister.
I hate you.
Damaris has got a back to you lot as you're approaching, and the three
Thank God.
young lads stare at whatever it is you're attempting. She obviously sees that she looks over her shoulder, sees you in your wonderful display of looking tough, looks you up and down. You shat yourself.
No.
Alright. And she turns back to talk to the three lads.
Damaris, is it?
Turns back. It is. And you are?
Althea. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
The barkeep told us that you might be taking a trip to Dwalo soon, and you might be interested in some protection for your shipment.
I'm not going anywhere, but I do have a shipment going to Dwalo, yeah.
We are travelling to Dwalo, and we're all very seasoned adventurers. And I gesture to the group.
Do you all walk like that?
No, just me.
Okay. It's just maybe it's a technique you arena fighters use. I've just never witnessed it.
Oh, you know I'm an arena. Do you recognise me?
I don't, but I recognise your get up. You're definitely built different. I mean,
We are. That's true.
Yeah, I do recognise you as an arena fighter.
Would you be interested in protection for your shipment if you're not making the
How
journey
much you
yourself,
charging?
whoever it is? What is the going rate? How much would you pay?
You'd be the first time I've had a shipment guarded.
Ah, well, in that case, how many people are travelling with your shipment?
Just two.
Two, and how long would Althea know that it takes to travel to Dwalo?
Not having done the trip yourself, maybe a week. Could be longer, but again, you're kind of just judging the map.
Okay.
You're not an absolute, all-knowing cartographist.
Yeah.
You just know that it's up there.
I send a message to Althea and says maybe ask how much the shipment is worth and offer a percentage.
Huh. How much is your shipment worth? I'd heard it's silver ore, is it, that you're transporting?
It is silver ore.
And how much is it worth?
What does it matter?
The price of
looks
the...
at you dead, dodgy. I'm like, why the hell do you want to know how much my shit is?
No, don't get me wrong. The price of the merchandise, if it is a more high-value merchandise, it means that it is more likely to be intercepted, and we're going to be more likely to need to protect it, as it were. So if you're transporting something that's incredibly expensive, the risk goes up for us. So we would charge... The price would be reflected.
Well, if no one knows how expensive it is, lowers the risk of them trying.
Is silver ore a very uncommon thing, or are people likely, other than yourself, to know how much it costs?
There might be people out there. We just ship it to Dwalo. They do the selling of it.
Then the people in Dwalo know how much it costs. They know how much they're paying for it.
There's 2 chests of it.
And
I'll get about a ton of gold. 100. I'll get 100 gold. Just kind of jumps in there.
100 gold for the 2 chests.
Of
So there's
silver. It's ironic, isn't it?
There's 5 of us, and it'll take.
There's 6 of you.
There's 6 of us, but Velk is very small. I'm trying.
Walk
so
off.
hard.
Literally just walk off.
No, sorry. Okay, now.
7 if you include the monkey.
There's 6 of us, and it's going to take roughly a week, give or take, 6, 7, 8 days to get there, depending on the weather and etc.
Yeah.
So, shall we say if it's worth 100, maybe a gold per person per day? think that works out at about 30 gold. Ish. My maths was based on 5 people, and now I've been told there's 6, so...
It's based on any number of
36 gold.
36 gold, yeah.
So you want a gold each per day. So if you get there in 6 days, you get 36 gold. So you want 36% to get maybe up there.
Yeah.
Even though it might be 7 or 8 on a good day. Longer if, shit
I'm
happens.
just agreeing. It's not based
So
on the
it'll end up
time.
being
I'm just roughly
half.
the price. You what, sorry?
Say it takes a couple more days than 6. You're now up to half.
No. It would be 35 gold, 36 gold. I'm not going to charge more if it takes us longer to get there.
Give me a persuasion check. You're lucky it's not a disadvantage.
I was waiting for the with disadvantage.
I mean, there's 3 of us.
I've got 10 rerolls as well.
It's true, just keep going.
Oh, unnatural 20, 19 plus 1.
Cool, I'll use one of my rerolls. Reroll again. Cheers,
Okay.
Biggie.
14.
14. All right, calm yourself. What? Where is my dice bag? Bex, where's my dice?
I love that it wasn't just me who didn't have any dice for this today.
You can't use Bardic Inspiration dice, that's cheating. You can't use Bardic Inspiration dice, that's cheating.
That's the only dice I own.
Well, we need to get you some not ones. Use your metal ones. Those
You
are...
don't. You own Thornless Rose dice.
Ah, yeah, see? No.
He's rolled his 20-sided dice with a 20 on every side.
Right, so the Bardic dice rolled a 19. The Thornless Rose dice rolled an 18. So, it's up to you.
Well,
but
suck it.
what's your total? Was your 14 total for your persuasion?
Yeah, 13 plus 1.
Go on.
So you said the results now, but I was considering cutting word. Would you still allow me to?
I'll still allow you to. Is that a D6 and take it off?
So I'll be like, I'll just be stood there, like completely talking to myself.
Pissed off.
Merchant seems to be stumbling around with numbers in their head, and then I'm cutting word the merchant.
Is it a D6? And then you take it off the score. Do I roll it or do you roll it?
It's a D8.
A D8.
You can roll it if you
And it comes off the score, yeah?
want. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
That's a D12. That might be cheating.
Nah, do that one, it'll be fine.
Yeah, use the D12. We're fine with that.
Same thing.
D8, yeah? I rolled an 8. So that'll be 10. Or 11, depending on which dice you want to use.
The lower one.
Go on then. 35 gold.
Excellent.
Cool.
I'm going to nudge phase as this is going on. Good. That did not go how I thought it would.
Right?
When do you need it to be there by? Would you like us to leave today, or are you planning on leaving tomorrow?
I'm not leaving.
Sorry, your shipment.
Probably this afternoon.
Fine. Shall we meet your couriers here at, say, just after midday?
I'll just let them know your name and that, and you're quite easy to describe. So, the lad that's taking it, where's his name? Elias. Just shout Elias in the market square. I'll let him know to look out for Althea, and you lot are very here.
He won't miss us.
He's a bit skittish,
yeah.
so don't scare him.
Althea, ask the... Oh, wait. This is rude, I think. I'm going to stand up and walk over to the table instead of shouting across the bar.
Hello?
Do you know of anyone else who needs things taken to Dollar as you are sending a shipment?
I'll be honest, I heard nothing because Tailweaver subscribed and my notification nearly blew my headphones off my ear. So you went, "This is rude," and it went, "Da-da-da-da."
It's like, this is rude. Bjorn, achievement unlocked. Self-awareness.
Thank you very much, Tailweaver.
No, I was
Is there
wondering
anyone
if you knew anyone else who needed things taken to Dala, or as you send shipments regularly.
Well, they've probably got some figs or almonds going. Farmers like to sell out, or on, whatever terminology you want to use.
Your shipments do not normally go together, or
Sometimes they do.
are they today?
I don't know. I'm not a farmer.
Very easy person to talk to.
Just ask Elias. He'll know what's going on with him. As long as he gets the order, I don't care about the rest of it.
Pleasure. I'm just gonna walk off.
Funny one, that, says to you, Althea.
Yes, he's the funny one.
I think he's quite funny. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Nice
hello.
to do business. Hello. And I'm going to follow Bjorn. Like, Bjorn, where have you go? Bjorn? Yeah.
I'm going to leave the bar. Just leave the bar and.
Oh. You sitting down, or you just gonna stand there? Do you want to drink something to eat? Yeah, and she just pulls the breakfast of the nearest lad next to her. There's some grub down here. He looks mortified, but you could tell he don't want to risk a slap of Popeye McDamaris. That is a very large bottle.
Is this 12 here?
Yeah, this is. Well, Althea's still stood there. You lot have left. It's gravy
What
time.
did she say? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Althea, she offered you breakfast if you want it, and took it from one of the lads in front of her.
Oh, I can get my own. Like he can eat his food. That's fine. I'll happily sit with you. I'd love to, but I'll get my own breakfast. Thank you.
A lot more P's and Q's for a gladiator than I expected, but yeah, go for it. She gives the breakfast back to the kid, who is more than happy to receive.
I'll sit down and order breakfast.
Cool. Etheria, Bjorn, and Faze, you left the bar?
Yeah.
And Ray as well, apparently.
I'm just following Bjorn.
What? Are you following Etheria?
I've gone outside, so yeah, I would have followed them out.
So, Raya, and you're just nodding, so I'm assuming you're with them.
I'm always with FaZe unless I state otherwise.
Cool. So you four are outside. Velk stood there in the bar. Althea's eating breakfast with Popeye.
I just get to a point like slightly further away from the tea house. It's not a tavern. There's no alcohol. The tea house that we've been staying in, and just start pacing. Like only 5 steps back and forth, just frustrated.
Are we going to pick up any supplies here before we go?
Bjorn, what's the matter? Why are you doing that?
He's sober.
Withdrawals.
That is not the actual reason.
What's the reason?
Etheria. But there might be alcohol in Dalo, something to look forward to. I think after everything we have been through recently, we could use a drink that is not cursed.
I wouldn't mind.
Some possible food offered to us by people we trust that is not, again, cursed. I want to know who this soul taker person is.
I know.
I'm worried about my sister. I want to find Clutonius, and I want to carve pieces out of them for what they have done to you and to Clei, and almost made me do to myself.
I know. But getting frustrated isn't going to make it go faster. You know that, don't you?
I know.
I know you can't help it. I'm just saying it's not.
Normally, when things were beyond my control in Vaconia, I would busy myself with jobs and such. Just labor. just to take my mind off it, there does not seem to be that option here.
Well, why don't we go and ask the fig and the almond sales people?
Farmers.
The fig and almond salespeople, if they're looking to transport any goods to Dwello as well, and we could take them with us on the pack ponies that you so conveniently obtained, and that would give you something to do.
Should we not speak to this Elias person?
If we can find him, yeah.
I mean, sure, I wasn't really listening to what she was saying, I'm sorry.
Do you think they have a blacksmith here also?
You did ask, and there is. Because one of you asked about, I think, swords and stuff,
It
or
was
shields,
me.
or shields.
Yeah, it was me.
And they said that they definitely have a forge here for things like the mining stuff. But they weren't sure. I think it was Byron you asked the gardener.
Mm.
But he wasn't sure if they made weapons and armour and such. But you definitely know there's a blacksmith here.
Adi, while they're all talking, I would like to
Get on with the campaign. Okay, let's go! Let's do this, folk!
We're in Bronze 4, yeah?
Yeah.
I've just gone.
You see a pit fiend climb out of the water.
I'll slip away and just kind of
Okay.
head off to somewhere.
The old wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. Are you going to be gone for a small amount of time?
If they're going to the almond seller in the market area, will reappear or return in that area.
Okay. Are you lot off looking for almond and fig sales people?
Yes.
Wow.
Or the Elias person we're supposed to be looking for.
Give me a perception check if you're looking out for Elias.
Seriously, first encounter, I am dead. Give me a second. There we go. 22.
Cool. You see a very scrawny young lad, definitely of Atoria. Has spent many a time in the sun, probably less time down any of the mines that they may be associated with. The hair is scruffy, it's black from what you can see from here, his hair, but every time he turns there's a bit of lightness to it. Maybe it's where he's stood near the trees where he's tending to a couple of horses that look pretty travel worthy, probably used for pulling a large wagon that's full of heavy stuff. But yeah, he seems to be preparing a wagon. There are 2 crates already on it and 2 large horses that he's currently harnessing up to the wagon. Not knowing what Elias looks like, pretty much fits the scenario, fits what Damrus was talking about. And he's not far from where the orchard starts, and you can see a few of the fig farmers preparing baskets and coverings for them.
I'm going to approach Elias.
Can I jump in here as well?
Yeah. From the trees.
Also in the market area, you see a 3'2" monkeykin wearing fairly baggy harem pants and a little waistcoat. It's all adorned with little bows and trinkets.
I swear to God, if it's a bow, I'm done.
They are just in the marketplace, sat there juggling.
Does it have a moustache?
There is, in the shape of the fur around its face, you can see kind of twirled up mustache.
And little black booties.
Yeah, you see that as well. On your 22, there's a few people looking at the monkeykin in very similar ways. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of what the fuck is going on. But I mean, it's 3'2", it's decent, dressed.
I'm going to take a moment then, and instead of approaching Elias, I'm going to veer off towards the monkey.
Do you speak monkey?
I don't know if the monkey speaks common.
I'm
I'm
not
just-
asking the
just
monkey.
juggling him.
I'm asking you.
I speak.
I know you
I
do.
don't.
I'm asking Bjorn if he speaks
I
monkey.
don't speak monkey.
Cool.
Hello, little fellow.
Hey there.
You seem as out of place in this small town as the rest of us.
I'm in the perfect place. You seem out of place. Why are you here?
I'll be honest, I do not know.
Oh,
We came to meet someone. I've been
you
left.
come to meet me?
No, that was a happy accident.
Happy one indeed.
We are leaving soon now.
Oh, what a shame. Where are you going?
Cannot remember. North.
Cool.
Going to Twilight.
Glad I run these games. Glad I met maps. Glad I come up with this stuff. Cool.
I do not have the map. It was left back.
I mean, I made it a complicated word. It's my bad.
We're going to Dwallow.
Are you in need of entertainment? I've spent quite some time in this place. Perhaps I shall move on.
He's lying.
The bard that we normally have with us is not so much of the entertainer, as more of a chronicler of sorts. So yes, entertainment would be welcome. Do you sing or dance?
Belush is the name and dance is the game.
I have a viol. We could play it around the campfire and put on a show.
Sounds good to me. When do we go?
This afternoon. I need to speak to this man, I think, to find out. I apologize. My name is Bjorn.
Pleasure to meet you.
What was your name? Sorry.
I scamper around and just start climbing up onto like where his shoulder is. Like basically just climb up the side of him
I mean,
and point forward.
you're half the size of him. I get that.
Yeah,
I was going to say, you're still like 3
I
foot
know.
tall.
You could climb up him, but you are carrying a child, Bjorn. Like it's.
Yeah. Like, it's not a case of like I'm a small. Like, I'm actually just
I know.
starting to climb. Yeah.
I just want Bjorn to be aware that you haven't just sat on his shoulder. You are on him.
And like when he's saying like I got to go speak to that gentleman, and I'm like
He also asked you your name.
What was your name again? Sorry.
Balush,
Velush.
Balush,
Balush.
Valush.
It's like
Valush.
Velk, but a monkey.
Val-oosh.
Valush.
Balush.
I'm going to message the monkey king and say, Belk?
You get nothing back.
Wow. Yeah, just let them go.
The monkey scratches its head.
Yeah. Mother.
Hey, Etheria. I could probably turn into that dancing monkey now. I've seen one.
Oh,
Would it be a 3.5 foot tall monkey?
Well, to be fair, most
Probably.
monkeys are pretty tough. Like they're not tiny creatures.
Really depends on the monkey. I was thinking like, would you?
Well, yeah. You could turn into a monkey, Ray. Not a juggling, bell tingling, bad monkey, but
But now I could turn into.
you could turn into a monkey. Yeah.
Noise. Have that to my say.
well, of course we're going to fling up with them.
Oh,
gonna-
can I use that as an attack? Please, cannon.
No cannon. You can call it the
Please,
cannon if
cannon.
you want, but no.
Ah.
Have a look at the attacks of a monkey. Maybe it's in there. Who knows?
While you're looking at the pooey monkeys, yeah, or ducks, put yourself on mute. Bjorn, what were you doing?
I'm gonna approach Elias
All right,
with
okay,
this
okay.
monkey awkwardly. I'm
just-
gonna take the weight. I'll just take the weight and carry on as if this
Bjorn's
is
got that
completely
awkward,
normal.
I'm pointing like onwards.
like hip, just like hip out, so the kid's
what-
sitting
yeah.
on the hip. Yeah.
Just to balance it. Yeah, there we go.
You walk towards Elias. Elias is kind of muttering to himself. Oh, yeah, tie this over here, look that over there. Okay, right, that's good. Then.
I wouldn't tie that there.
Hello. And he straightens his tunic and stuff and stands dead straight. Can I help you?
You are Elias?
I am. And you are?
Bjorn.
Valush.
And this is Valush.
Hello, Valush. Hello, Bjorn.
We have been contracted by Damaris to travel with the shipment of silver ore to Dwalo as guards.
Alright, they shouldn't usually send guards with us, but okay.
The roads are getting dangerous these days.
Are they?
They are.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At least south of here anyway. Is this only stands to reason that it could be happening north as well.
Yeah, I never thought of that. What's you all like really good at, like, guarding horses?
Yes.
Some might
As
say
I
he's the
said.
best.
The best.
I do not know who those people are who would say that, but
Yeah.
Valush. Valush says so.
So I don't think I've ever met a talking monkey before.
I don't think I've ever met you before.
That's right.
do monkeys not talk?
Only if, my uncle talks.
This is the first one I have seen.
You've never seen a monkey?
No. They're not native to Vaconia.
Oh, okay. Never been.
Oh, you should. It is beautiful, especially this time of year.
What animals do they have if they don't have monkeys?
Giant riding goats.
Goats?
Yes, they are incredibly dexterous
I
and
have.
beautiful
We've got
animals.
goats around here.
As,
no,
as
they're
they're
about-
talking about goats, like I jump down and back off.
They are about 6 times the size of the goats
Valush
you
is
have around
scared
here.
of goats.
No, the strange
It's-
goats you have here with the horrible eyes, they do not have them in Vaconia. They actually have quite beautiful eyes.
A goat tried to eat Valush.
They are all vegetarians in Vaconia. They would not
Oh,
eat
not
you,
round here.
Valush.
Not round here. Specialty. They love monkey meat.
I've
Elias,
seen a goat eat a bird. They're definitely not vegetarians.
My goat Buttons once killed a goat. Another goat with a duck.
do you have a goat called Buttons?
I did, but she died.
Good.
I'm better. Alright.
Oh,
Veloce.
fun. All the ghosts. All the goats.
So anyway, what time are you planning on leaving?
This afternoon sometime.
No chance of going earlier?
No?
Why not?
Well, but timed to go this afternoon now. Still got to wait for the rest of the ore to come down from the mines, and it's just how it is.
Is there any other way to possibly make money on this journey you can think of? Is there anything else going with the shipment?
To make money,
Yes.
I mean, you can ask them lot over there. Just gestures towards where you saw the farmers putting together baskets of figs and covering up. They'll be taking a load up. They might be going sometime
They
today,
can-
maybe in the morning, I don't know, but I know they're heading to Dwalo.
While
Your
they carry on,
shipment.
while you're
sorry.
talking, I will start climbing onto the cart where the ore, like the ore is, and just start like.
Give me an animal
Yeah.
handling check. Yes! Make me roll dice! Oh look, more bits.
It's a natural 20.
You can take a re-roll, because I've got 3 left.
Nice. I like it. It's an 8. No, wait, 9. Get it.
So for that brief moment where the monkey thought he was a master of horses, the horse whisperer themselves. Some divine fate. Right, let's see if I got a bit bad. Do an animal handling check now. Give me a acrobatics check, as the horses do not like being climbed on, and immediately start to ruck around in the harness. And one of them half kind of goes onto their back legs. The other one don't really want to go onto their back legs, and it kind of causes a bit of a ruckus. And Elias jumps straight and he's holding the reins and he's shushing them and stroking their sides, whilst you nearly fall off. What do you get?
14.
14. You half fall, kind of just spin round on the harness and plonk your 3'2" monkey self on the wagon.
Can I start it out at the end as a dance.
Yeah. You see the backflipping, horse swinging, wagon turning, rawhide monkey dancing. It's okay. And he pats the horses. It's very nice. Is Volusia always like this? Just looks at you, Bjorn.
For as long as I have known them, yes.
Fair. Well played.
Does your shipments not travel together for safety? And I point at the fig people.
The fig people. No homebrew race in Colossus. We do sometimes, but there's never been any real need to. We've never been attacked or robbed or anything. Can't remember the last time. There's no banditry going on around here or anything. Lemto's just it's a nice town. No one really comes near here.
Well, as I said, if the roads to the north have recently gone, like the ones to the south, you might be looking at
might be worth travelling together
giant troll creatures, and it was horrible, but we survived. We managed.
You think we'll be attacked by giant troll creatures?
Troll creatures. There were 2 of them. They came out of the ground and attempted to eat us.
Maybe we should travel with the fig people. I mean the farmers.
I will. Would you like me to go and ask?
Oh yeah, you can do.
Or they know you. It could be better coming from you.
Dante. And one turns around. Yeah. Hey, Bjorn, was it?
Yes.
Bjorn's got an offer for you. I think you should take it. Alright. What's the offer?
Oh, I was just going to suggest that you travel with the ore, as we've been commissioned to guard it.
Oh, nice.
And if you traveled with them, then we
Free
could
guards.
also... What? No, there are 6 of us. Well, there might
Sure, there's
be...
not 5 here.
There was some confusion. And as I look down at the monkey, there might still be 5 to 6, possibly 7 guards. But yes, we are guarding the silver ore, and with the troubles on the southern roads, possibly moving on to the northern ones as well. We were wondering if you wanted to also be under our protection.
Oh, it definitely sounds a good idea. Travelling in numbers and all that. Although if we get robbed, I'll die in seconds.
Not if you stand behind me, my friend, you will not.
Noted.
You will die in maybe a minute instead of seconds.
I'll take it.
It was a joke.
It was funny.
You are not laughing.
I lost my laugh in the war.
I've heard that. I've been told that happens to many people I have met and told jokes to.
It's a common injury.
So how much would you like to pay us?
Well, we'll pay whatever they're paying.
They are paying a percentage of the worth of their cargo. How much is your cargo worth to you normally on a good market day?
If we're lucky, about 7 gold.
7 gold for everything you carry? You want each or?
The figs.
I suppose. We'll call it the gold.
I think 7 gold's quite a lot for figs.
Call it the gold.
Right, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, down with that. You? Looks across to his mate. Just kind of looks up. Well, whatever. As long as I don't die in a minute or otherwise. Eh? No? Cool. Carries on packing the figs.
If any trouble kicks off,
Stand behind you. I understand.
Yes.
Cool.
If it looks like we are getting slaughtered, run the other way.
Maybe. Yeah.
Again, it was a joke.
Internally, my sides have split.
I will stop telling jokes. So
Please,
obviously,
please do. Like,
I do not want to remind you of your inability to laugh.
yeah, it's very gracious.
As Rhea is overhearing this conversation, she just goes, "Ah!"
All right, there's no need to take the piss.
Is that the laugh you want to be on? Because I'll laugh on their behalf. That's okay. Like I don't mind. If you need it.
Some
Like,
people are so
friends,
cruel.
so.
Thank you, Rhea, but it is all right. You do not have to laugh if you do not think it is funny.
Oh, no, I was laughing on behalf of the person that you're talking to because you seem to be not exactly happy that they weren't.
No, I think we should buy supplies, and we
When
will
you
see you
going?
here to leave this afternoon.
This afternoon, that'll do. Right, we'll tag on with Elias then, yeah?
Yes,
Your name is?
I am Bjorn.
I am Dante.
I'll jump off the cart. And I'm Velosh.
Oh, hey, Velosh. Quite
This
the
is-
interesting little dance you did there on the wagon.
I do try.
You going to be dancing on the trip?
Always.
Might throw you a few silver.
Ooh. I like it.
Well, you got to pay a dancing monkey, you know what I mean? Looks at Bjorn. Must have been the same war.
It takes me a moment, but I eventually got it. It was very good.
And they carry on fig packing, which is a sentence that will never be uttered again. No t-shirt.
Rhea, Etheria, Face. This is Velush.
Hi.
Hi, Velush.
Hi,
Thank you
Velush.
Velosh is the
Thank
name. Dancing's the game.
Thank you for appearing, because now I can be the dancing monkey that we need. But
I don't
not
know what that
dancing
means.
because I don't know if I can dance.
But no problem.
We'll see.
Are you always a monkey?
Are you always whatever you are?
I am. It's just we mentioned dancing monkey this morning, and now suddenly you're here. And while I do believe in fate, this just seems a little on the nose for fate. That you are a fantastic addition, and thank you.
I've
But
been travelling. I've been in Lento for a while, and here you are.
He's lying.
yes, I do feel that more people would have spotted you. There's been a couple of comments yelled from the side as you've been speaking that imply that you might not have been here for that long.
They're lying.
He's got a point.
You do seem quite subtle, like us.
Subtle?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by subtle.
What is this word?
I don't know if I know what it means. Supplies?
You really do.
Supplies. Oh, actually, Velush, you've been here for some time. Where would you recommend we go to purchase supplies?
What do you need?
Trail rations, jerky, that sort of shenanigans.
I recommend you go to a trail ration and jerky shop.
Great. Where would that be?
Where would that be? Here,
Yes.
in Lento. Although you're more likely to get figs.
Almonds.
And almonds. I have noticed this.
Figmans.
Figments. That sounds unpleasant.
It's not a Kit Kat chunky, but it's alright.
You just killed Bry.
Figments of your imagination. Absolute genius. Well played, Tailweaver. Well played.
That's a very good. Yep.
Can we get some figments and rations and stuff together and then meet what's his face to get on the road?
You know what? You guys do the shopping. I'm happy to hear Etheria, and I'm going to hand over all 14 of my gold or whatever it is to Etheria to buy rations. 13 gold. I'm giving you, Etheria.
How much do figments cost?
Probably not that much. You can give me back any change if you're happy to. I'm just going to go and find Belk and Althea. Just make sure they're not getting into any trouble.
I don't think I'm going to roleplay buying figments. Can I get trail rations and stuff, please?
Yes. You spend a gold and 4 silver.
1 gold, 4 silver.
Don't forget to buy some for Velouche.
Yeah.
And whatever I need for Velouche. What do monkeys eat?
Figments.
Everything.
They're like goats. They're the goat of the monkey world. Yeah. So, Fizz, popping your head back in the bar, you do see Althea still talking with Popeye. They're just enjoying a breakfast. There is no sign of Velk. However, give me a perception check.
I would love to, but I've closed my phone and it's got my character sheet on it, and I don't know what I add to that.
I love that. So you're not rolling?
No, I am. I'd love to, but I'm not gonna.
I'd love to play D&D, but I've turned my phone off.
22.
Cool. Where you were all sat before, there is a group of folk sat there, all hooded. The coloration of the hood is similar to the crimson red of your holy symbol. And every seat is taken, all 6 of them.
I'm going to wander closer and see if I can, first of all, hear what they're saying.
Give me another perception check as you get closer.
Bet it's not as good as the one I just did.
10 rerolls, it could be.
Oh, it's 20. It's only 2 off what I rolled before.
What languages do you speak?
Oh God, I don't know.
It's on the same character sheet as as your perception roll.
Oh, a fairly weird group. Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay. You do not recognise... Oh, Sylvan. It is similar to Sylvan, but it is not that direct language. But it is close. So maybe... Give me a intelligence check. See if you can pick up some of the words.
Can I use a different character sheet? I've got a character with better intelligence than Faye's. Intelligence check.
Can we all do that? Can I make a wizard for any intelligence checks?
We need a healer! Can I play a cleric for this round?
Just for this round. I did use 2 rolls. A 17.
On the intelligence check. So,
Yes.
the words are whispered. They have a beautiful harmonic melody to them, which you'll have to use your imaginations for. But a couple of words you pick up, even though it's slightly off Sylvan, you hear "not long now" is a rough. It could be in a short time, not long now. That sort of collection of words. The blade, or weapon, sword, knife, or something along that lines. And the word mirror. But you don't know if it's... It can be like in Sylvan, you could use it as like the reflection in a lake. So the mirroring of, or an actual mirror that you'd find in a vanity... what do you call it? The vanity...
Like a dressing table?
Yeah, but what's it called? It's a vanity.
Vanity
something.
cabinet.
Vanity cabinet. There you go, cabinet. I can figure the word vanity. Oh no, but not cabinet. There you go. Call it a cupboard where I'm from.
I was going to say, you
know
could have just gone with cupboard. You'd have understood.
It's a loves himself cupboard, is what we call it.
Loves himself cupboard.
Narcissist.
That's something different. That's
Loves himself cupboard.
loves himself cupboard.
It's where we put people when they're being bad.
It's where we go to be bad. Anyway, so yeah, so they're the few words you pick up in the conversation, and as you approach, they all fade away into smoke. Every single one of them, and nobody in the bar reacts to their presence or leaving or anything.
I'm going to go over and poke the chair that one of them was on and see if there's anything on it. Like, if it's still warm, if there's any indication that someone was actually sat in that chair. Or
Give
if
me
it's
a
just
charisma saving throw.
That's a really weird reaction to poking a stool, but I'm in.
I had to do one of them once. Good luck.
Yep.
Wonder where you're off to.
You've got rerolls and stuff.
We have like 7 rerolls here.
Yeah, I'm going to use one of them. Oh, that's much better. Okay, charisma saving throw 19.
Cool.
We've got 8 rerolls actually now.
I'll feel the shock on the 3 lads in front of you. They're completely mouth open, wide-eyed, looking over yours and Damaris's shoulder. You turn to see what they're looking at. You don't notice Faze disappear and reappear. Faze, you disappear and reappear. You feel yourself drawn from this realm and immediately put back. Your memory of coming in that flash moment is when you have a intimate prayer with the Red Lady, when it's more than just your daily traditions and rituals. It is an actual connection, but there isn't any communication past or anything, but you have a very vivid image of a huge tree, completely leafless, on the end of its life cycle, as it were, within the world, in a crater. There are 5 or 6 chains that reach out from this huge tree's trunk out to these stones, and these stones are similar to what you've they're of a druidic nature. They have strange glyphs, some of them in Sylvan, some of them in the language of druids, and there are holes that you could probably put your head through in each of the stones, but they are out. So you have the tree in the middle, chains reaching out from the tree to these stone pillars in a crater, and it is pretty much void of 99% of colour. There is a browny purple sort of hue to the scene, but it is a snapshot in your mind. But you felt yourself pulled, and then you almost half land, and your hand is just hovering over the seat that you just touched.
Do I know of any lore linked to a tree like that?
It's up to you whether you wish to roll religion or history, depending on which will determine your result.
By far, religion.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
17. Let me crack out the law.
If you could just take it out, that would be nice.
Nope. Just crack it out or nothing.
I mean, that's really your call, isn't it?
It's alright, I opened the wrong one. Where are you, you bastard?
Just gonna crack out some lore all over you.
Oui.
Oui. Gonna kick Kev.
Oui. Where are you? There we go. Bam bam ba bam.
Ba, ba, ba.
You see, as you are trying to recall anything to do with this tree, you start to go through the history books that you've read. Nothing's really popping out as written down or stories told or such. But when you focus on the things that you take in with ease, such as religious knowledge, prayers shared with travellers coming through Ravenholm, especially through the Forge province and such, you start to piece together. It's less of a memory and more of you feel that this knowledge is not yours, and whatever just happened regarding, but you're very confident the Red Lady was involved, that has almost accidentally dropped this memory and you've kind of caught it. It's very difficult to describe, but the tree makes you think of a warrior, maybe 6.5, 7 feet tall, very lean, a yellow mustardy skin, no nose, just slits, large eyes, long ears. They carry a long sword that would easily take 2 hands to wield, made of mithril, white gold, pure silver, that sort of coloration. Behind them is a tree in full life, like bloom. It's green vibrancy. You know it to be a holy symbol, similar to the one you carry for the Red Lady. Armor starts to form around them as if you're trying to, as if the memory that you've caught by mistake is a jigsaw puzzle, and you're slowly putting them back together. And you can see that they are wearing a form of plate armor. It seems to be made up of a lot more segments than some of the ceremonial stuff you've seen back in Ravenholm, allowing them a bit more movement within it. But it looks just as heavy and protective as, well, maybe what Althea is wearing, if not of a different design. And its design is what pulls you a bit of curiosity. It doesn't match anything you've seen in Ravenholm. None of the gothic dark metals that are used. It doesn't match the gold and reds of the armour that Althea is wearing. Not even, I mean, you're aware of some of the armour that warriors would wear from where Etheria hails from, but it doesn't hold that sort of segmented leather and metal. It's got a strange smoothness to it. The huge sword that is on their back seems to have no sheath. It just is almost either held there by magic or some unknown method. And they stand guard over this tree. And in the tree, it's impossible to count, but doves start to fly from it skyward. Hundreds and hundreds of doves. And then the tree rapidly begins to die. Chains come from the shadows, hit the tree and wrap around its trunk and strangle its branches. You follow the chains out, you see the same stones, and you see this warrior take a knee and tears roll down their yellow skin. And their eyes are huge, like Puss in Boot eyes. And you can see the glistening tears as they roll down their cheek. The armour falls away from them like leaves. Big pile of leaves, strong wind comes along, takes to the skies. They then get in a fetal position in front of the tree, and they rapidly age, decay, gone. And all you know is this warrior, this person, was a paladin of the doves, plural.
That's the fastest I've ever typed because I forgot to get my notebook out.
Yeah.
The doves, is that a celestial I know of?
You know, so there is a dove in Atoria, singular. But doves, now you can give me a history check.
Yep. 19.
The City of Ravens, the capital of Ravenholm, never used to be called the City of Ravens. There was a city known as the City of Doves, and that was the capital of Ravenholm. It was where King Reinhardt ruled from and was his, like, throne royal city. But during the expansion, when, because you're very aware historically that the humans of Ravenholm and their many friends took over a fair amount. They full on had an empire going. Good times, good times. Anyway, it went very bad, and Reinhardt was, in many stories, killed. There are hundreds of stories of how, but that's not what you're focusing on right now. It's the City of Doves. As far as you know, and as far as anyone that is into the histories of Ravenholm and such, the City of Doves is a city beneath the City of Ravens. No one goes there. It is almost a forbidden. It's forbidden. Like it's an unspoken forbidden rule that it's gone. It is a part of history that should not be touched. Looked into. Everyone in Ravenholm, at least on the surface, accepts that it is not. It is the past. It is history, and the City of Ravens will lead us forward.
I have never in my life wanted to go somewhere more.
Is that because I said forbidden?
Yes. Even Ree's face is like, forbidden? I'm in.
I could totally get taller down there.
I could get more swole.
Yeah.
That's where FaZe and Althea are going on their honeymoon now.
Fine by me.
Remy's already there.
No, Remy's not allowed on our honeymoon.
Hey, no, he was there on his own honeymoon.
Who's Remy?
You won't know. There's some.
An alchemist we used to know.
Yeah, he's dating some chick from Viconia.
Heard she's tiny.
Yeah.
So unmuscular. Scrawny. I'm going to gingerly poke the chair again in the hope that the magic that was lingering has now gone away.
It has.
And I'm going to sit on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to lean on the bar for a second and order a cup of almond tea.
It's brought over to you. The three lads that you're sat at your table with, Damaris, I still just hope they haven't taken a drink, touched their remaining food. They're just staring at FaZe.
I
I'm
fully
gonna,
have not noticed them.
follow their gaze and look and be like, oh, you're right, FaZe.
Yeah, weird day. But yeah, I'm good.
Look at her like make believe watch. Like, day? It's not. It's still. We've only been up, what, half an hour?
It was a weird 10 minutes, Althea. Oh, we've gained a monkey.
With what?
We've gained a monkey.
That sentence is why I DM.
Okay.
No, I'm not kidding.
There are no dragons in Colossus, but monkeys.
Lost a Velk in the process, but gained a monkey, I guess.
Well, we don't know that yet, obviously, because I just haven't found Velk yet.
Where are they?
History.
Lost.
The breakfast here is really nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Did you find a blacksmith by any chance?
Oh, I think Bjorn was looking for one, so maybe.
Okay, no, I'll catch up. I'm thinking of swapping my armor. I get really hot. It's really bulky. It doesn't suit the way that I fight anymore now that I'm not in the arenas.
Actually, if I skipped breakfast, I wanted to ask you about something, but maybe on the way to the blacksmith?
Yeah, Althea like finishes her last two mouthfuls, noticing that there's some kind of like
It's a good break.
yeah.
There's no rush. I've got almond tea. It's weird, but I'm drinking it.
Althea like takes like 4 rashers of bacon out of her mouth. Like, okay, no rush.
Okay, I can eat slower. I see.
Blacksmith's up the hill, so.
Do you know if they do they do any kind of weapons or armor? I'm just looking to
They do some
change
minor
this
stuff.
for something else.
Might be able to help you out.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll take a wander. I'll just finish this. Do you want any FaZe? It's quite big.
As the entire amount of bacon was just in your mouth, I'm good. But thank you very much for the offer.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. I just sip my tea like.
So while you all prepare for the blacksmiths, Velk and Bjorn. Valush and Bjorn. Hang on. Cool. You're looking for a blacksmith, correct? Or were they just making that up? What are you doing?
I was going to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to literally ask the nearest, like, local.
Elias Waves.
Where is the blacksmith, Elias?
Up the hill. You can see 2 paths. One will go around to the back of the orchards, but the other one leads towards the mines. There's a small encampment. They call it a hamlet, but it's, a lot of the miners work out of there. But up there's a forge.
We'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'll have a word with Dante and that. We'll get sorted. I'll help them out. I think they were looking to carrying the stuff, but I might have a spare wagon around here. Split the horses, maybe.
We have, I believe. Can't remember exactly how many we had. I know we had 6 ponies.
You've definitely got at least 1 pack pony. I don't know if you've got 2. you want to? Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
We
Roll a
we got
d20.
6
Roll a
points.
d20. Roll a d20. Roll a d20. What'd you get?
16.
You got 1. So, yes, whatever you rolled would have given you 1. The other one ran away when you fought the ice golem. And none of you were there. Exactly. Well, you want that to stop it. It chewed through. A monkey with a knife cut through the rope.
You know what? A store there,
That's-
though,
that's-
would have considerably helped us during that fight with the ice thing.
Sniffy
Sniffy
McSniffison.
McSniffison.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Probably very chilly now.
the
That we
really,
all managed to forget.
the really powerful,
That
paralysing
really,
creature. Yeah,
really
yeah.
powerful thing.
Yeah. Oh no.
If Sniffy had stayed behind, wouldn't he have buggered off because we went more than 40 things from him?
Different realm. It's weird magic. As Guardian, you won't understand the fairy. So,
He did save our lives, so.
we're gonna wander off.
Hang on.
I,
Etheria pulls her magic from a different realm. If anyone's going to understand about
Yeah, but
other
not that
realmly
realm.
magics.
different realm.
Different.
Different realm.
Etheria just really wants to just get rid of Sniffy.
The horrific little demon poisoner.
Want Sniffy to have an
Excellent.
accident.
Leave him alone. You fucking start, and I will set him on you.
Etheria's just sat there with a whetstone and sword.
I can't. I can't check a theory.
Sniffy only exists when one of us remember he exists. Like, we do not utilise him at all.
Yeah, it's basically that weasel thing.
I'm going to get
21.
posted.
21. You know what a
Sprinkle.
familiar is.
Mhm.
There you go. Right. So
I,
you Valouche. Oh, go on.
I scamper up beyond.
Scamper. Yeah. Like Stallone,
Yeah.
mate. That's how you scamper up. That's a cliffhanger. You lot are too young for it. So,
And I'm like, onwards.
as you shoulder ride Valouche, Tumbleword. It's a family name. Beyond, you start heading up the pathways that lead through the forestry around here. I mean, you already on your approach can see that there's a hell of a forest surrounding Lento, and going up, the trees are less around here. You can see where they've chopped down to make space to come up here, but they've tried to only chop down what they need to. They're dead respectful of their surroundings. But you do make your way up to the mining encampment, and it is exactly like you can imagine. It is a mining encampment. There are tunnels behind it and large caves that lead into the mountain. You can see tracks where they would have carts on wheels and thick rope on them to pull them up and down. There is no mechanical, there is no, automated mechanical going on. It is straight up manual labour. And there are lots of folk up here that are going around their morning duties, making sure the tools are fine, piling up some of the carts on wheels with water and such. There's like 7 canaries all crucified because they failed at the job. Yeah, it's weird around here. Fuckers rolled in the breath, cheeky bastards. And there's several large buildings, like long houses, similar to a design of what you've seen in Viconia. More holes in them. It's fucking hot round here. And there is a forge.
Approach the forge.
As you get to the forge, you see a 7-foot grey-skinned orc. Yep. Their hair is completely loose, nothing tied back, sits on their shoulders, silver and grey curls. They're long, similar to your design right now that you've fashioned your beard in. It's thick around the sides, grey and silver, and a single thin plait down that hangs easily down by the belly button. This mother is huge, like full on. You're a little bit unsure if the mountain giants of Viconia have just turned up in this small forge in the middle of Vittoria. His head is nearly touching the ceiling. He is just one-handed pumping the billows to get the forge going, this huge contraption that you've seen in various other places. There's a fair amount of effort goes into this. He's just full on going at it. He's a scar down both eyes, real thick. The blade that did it must have been incredibly wide and sharp. From your experience, he let them heal naturally. Ain't no stitching done or anything, no magical implementation. They are jagged, horrible, like straight across his eyes. His eyes are just as grey as his skin, and the only reason you can see them is because the whites are still snow white, that you can see the separation between the darker skin around his eyes, the white of his actual orbs, and then the fucking grey irises. You don't see any dots. There is a clearly not blind, but that sort of look. You see the like the broken, smoky light eyes, but they're not blind. He's got a thick hero belt on. There's just got several like gold and silver rings on the hero belt, and there's strips of leather that hang past ye old modesty, front and back. But other than that, that's all he's wearing. Barefoot, bare-legged, bare-chested, scars all over his chest and shoulders, forearms, thighs, no scars on his back. Yep. And he's just hitting the shit with his other hand out of a large piece of metal that has not yet taken form. His name's Jeb. So he's pumping the billows with one arm and he's banging metal with another arm. The hammer he's using, you reckon, you know, even your sister might need to swing it with two.
Althea probably couldn't lift it.
That's why I said your sister.
Swing it with one, mate. Swing it with one.
Well met, Master Rock.
What? Turns around, looks down at you.
We have been told you're a fine smith.
Best round here. Although the only one round here.
Then definitely the best.
I jump off Bjorn's shoulder and like walk to in front of the giant orc and just stand there looking at it like that. Whoa.
Well, ain't you a little cutie? And he puts his arm down and goes to pick you up.
Yeah.
You let him come. Wait for the finger bite.
He's not a goat.
This is a wild shape, mate. 7 foot orc. Yeah. He's a druid coat that wild
Goats are
shapes in
everywhere.
Colossus, they're all druids. So he
I
picks,
know-
Luke's just gonna get out like a tinfoil
he picks
hat,
out Velouche, but
it's not fairy.
he's
it's goats.
holding Velouche very, not like a baby, but there's a gentleness. Like he's aware that there's a fragile 3'2", what he
Must
believes
be
to be
like-
fragile.
20 foot tall.
I mean, give thereabouts. I like this one. Is this one with you?
For the moment, yes.
Are you hungry, monkey?
Always.
No, let's go. Starts rummaging around towards the back of the thingy. Don't tell the fig farmers, but I got this. And he pulls out a load of dried peaches. Just starts chewing on one. I mean, like he chews on it. It's like, you know, flicking a polo in his mouth. As he passes it to Velk, it gets bigger. Yeah. Holy shit. Velk turns into a rhino. You get that, don't you? This lot with you as well. And points walking up the path. You see Faze and whoever followed Faze. So probably Rhea and Althea.
Yeah.
Althea, where were you?
I'm just sat around the market bit.
So you've not gone up to the Smiths?
No, just sat around chilling.
Cool.
Yes, actually they are. I was going to inquire as to what kind of services you provided. I know, obviously, locally, it would be just...
That's quite funny. I'm a blacksmith.
No, I meant locally, it would normally probably be mining tools and things like this. But we were looking for armor or weapons.
I've not done the old tools of war for a while, but what are you after? What sort of armour? If you say leather, I'll slap thee.
I was looking for a breastplate.
Oh, right, okay, armour.
Althea's gonna. Did I hear Bjorn ask for a breastplate?
Give me a
Yeah.
perception check. You're just approaching.
13.
Yeah, I'll say they're not. He's not trying
As
to
a-
not be quiet.
As we walk in the door, I'll hear him and I'll go, where did you get the money for a breastplate? As I walk in the door.
I was going to ask how much it was.
He puts the monkey down. Excuse me.
I like run off to a side and keep eating there.
And he takes a knee in front of Althea. And hang on. And he gets a bit of parchment and a bit of charcoal. Are you the Lioness of the Sands? And he offers you the parchment and the charcoal. Please, tell me it's you. I apologize if it's not. And he stands back up, dead like prudish, and takes the parchment and charcoal. But sorry, my mistake. You reminded me of someone I've seen fight once.
I am a fighter. I used to be a gladiator, but I've never been called the Lioness of the Sands. That's a new one.
But you have. Just, I mean, can you just write on here, please? To Vlad. He gives you the charcoal. Do you take it?
Yeah. She'll start writing, like staring, like as if she thinks that like the people that got here first have put him up to this. Like she's not quite sure. Like,
Just put a
Vlad.
To Vlad. Just put a cross. It's not a kiss. It's a cross. Just put a cross.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cross, not a kiss.
And then lioness underneath. Yeah,
Lioness.
please, thank you. I'm just gonna. And he puts it over. And he opens a small chest at the back. Puts it in there. Puts the parchment in there. Closes it. Puts a huge, that's bigger than the chest lock, on the chest. Nice. In my forge. Well, rawr.
Everyone seeing this? This is the proper way to, yeah, good.
I'm just looking at Althea and going,
It's so impressive how you do it at your, I mean, you're shorter than me.
I am, but you are very tall.
Well, of 6, what can I say? He kind of blushes.
Althea's gonna wink at him.
He's pregnant.
I kind of love this guy. He's one of my new favourite NPCs.
Well,
kind of nudge his
Althea is so
face.
used to chasing around a scrawny alchemist that she's not used to this kind of attention.
it's the breastplate for you, and looks at Bjorn, looks at you, Althea. I didn't know it was for you. I could definitely make you a breastplate. I can put lions on it and everything.
The breastplate would be for my friend, but I would be
I can still
very
put lions
much
on it.
whatever design he would like. But I would be very much in your debt if you were to make it to his specifications.
Debt?
But we don't have.
What you just given me, Lioness, is priceless. I will make you a breastplate like none other. Although I am somewhat of a minor blacksmith, as in not a child. I make it for the miners, but I will make you a breastplate that will deflect all weapons. And if it doesn't, and you live, I'll make you another one.
I had come in here to ask for armor that was more kind of scaled, because I know that to be not as expensive as a breastplate.
What do you mean by scaled? Like your size, my size, scaled,
No,
or
but
like a
scaled
fish?
to me, but more, the overlapping kind
You
of
want
scale
fish
mail
armor?
type. Yeah. But
I'd
I would
imagine
be very much appreciative of a breastplate. I just know that they can be very expensive, and I wouldn't want to take up your resources without being able to pay you the proper amount.
I like nudge Vlad a little bit, like tug on his boot, try and get him to like lean down.
Oh, sorry. And he reaches back and grabs a load more of the dried peaches and hands you 2 or 3.
I'm like,
Kind of scooches you under the chin.
lean down.
Yeah.
They're leaving this afternoon.
Well,
They're-
ain't that a shitter?
That's a short time.
I understand time, monkey friend. Okay, I understand. When do you need this fish armor?
The breastplate comes first for Bjorn. Bjorn needs the breastplate more than I need the fish armor.
Well, look at him.
Not in that sense, just that he, I came in here for a, possible upgrade because this is getting a bit uncomfortable, but I would much rather Bjorn have the breastplate.
Upgrade? Oh, well, you fought the bull with no armour whatsoever and just a toothpick. Oh, that was some show.
Yeah, she thinks to the time where she possibly fought a bull, but it's
It
definitely
was
been,
definitely
like,
a broken
Chinese
spear.
whispers to, yeah,
Definitely a
definitely,
broken spear.
Yeah.
In full plate.
Yeah.
I can make a breastplate. I've probably got one, some sort of one round here. I
Could
can
you
bang
alter one
somewhere.
that you had? Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic. But we are leaving in a few hours. Maybe I'm imagining it's like late morning, so we're leaving in maybe 3 hours.
I tell you what, you give me a persuasion check, and if it's high enough, we'll have it in time.
Natural 20 for 21.
I got 2 left. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
There's 7 rerolls.
My 2 against your 7. So, yeah, I reckon I could definitely. I mean, it's not gonna be magical, but it'll protect, the Viconian.
Good. He does have a sister that he needs to protect when he goes back to Viconia, because I've heard she's quite small and weak, so we need to keep him alive so that when he goes back to Viconia he can protect
this
his family
afternoon?
there. No, but later on, eventually when we all go home again.
All right, well,
But my home is in Atoria, so perhaps we can meet up after all this is done.
Yeah, definitely. I'll yeah. I mean, we can buy viewers and followers. Yeah. Can someone? Do I have a mod that could get rid of this?
Yes, I
I'm
do.
on it.
I'm here. Oh, have you done it?
Oh, cool. I mean, ask the prices first. What have I done? Oh, I broke it.
Bang.
I broke my thing.
I've done it.
Oh, shit. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I will. Yeah, well, just turns around and he starts pumping the billower again, and it gets super hot in here. And yeah, the metal he's got in front of him just gets pushed off the anvil, and he's like looking around. He steps away from the huge fucking contraption, rummages through some what looks to be just trash at the back, and he pulls out a breastplate, kind of battered and a bit tatty, and he holds it up at Bjorn. Yeah. See what I can do. Give me a couple of hours, and that's it. Might be a bit warm to touch when you come back, but I mean, it's Viconian. I mean, snowballs and fire, all that. Right, let's do this. And he starts beating the crap out of this breastplate, tearing off bits of the leather around the side and the buckles and straps.
I'm going to quietly leave, like, this all seems to be under control.
Yeah.
Just go and stand outside in the cooler air.
Gets a small
Power
pouch,
face.
like a purse, a large purse, and he starts throwing loads of the dried peaches into it. Yeah, and he crouches back down and gives Valouche a little scuff behind the ear, and then flicks one of the bells on his trousers. Yeah, I'll take these.
He does what?
He's got bells on his
Fix one of his
trousers.
bells on his trousers.
Not his bell, one of his bells. I mean, it might be his bell. Who knows? Valouche might have put his penis out the
Much
side of his
appreciated,
trousers.
Much appreciated.
No
Well,
worries. Enjoy.
I'll go to leave with the rest of them, but as I do, like, I'll stop at the door, and then I'll like come kind of like spinning back in, like almost like, do you know when you like fake pretend to fly? And I'll be like,
Do a Ewing.
before I go, blessings of the great sky rock upon you, and I'll touch him, and I'll grant him enhanced ability. I'll give him bull strength
Jesus Christ.
for an hour.
Don't fight this guy.
Uh,
Is that
So I'll give
advantage
him
on
full advantage
strength?
on strength. Yeah, and I'll be like, for it gazes upon you, and then I'll give it bardic inspiration as well.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel super strong for this high intelligence task. Let's go. Nice. As he stands there, and you see his chest sort of swell. Like it's not like he gets bigger, but there's definitely like he's just done 50 push-ups. Like he's pumped. Yes, I'm inspired. And he goes about the breastplate, and he just you see him chew on a few of the peaches.
I'll jump up on Bjorn's back again.
As you're the last one out, Velkia. So as you're leaving, you just hear him go, the lioness. Rawr. Ting 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 ting.
As we walk out, I'm going to turn to FaZe and be like, blacksmiths, huh?
That guy is one of my new favourite people. I love him. Also, this is Velouche, and I'm going to point to our new monkey friend as he comes outside.
Hello, Velouche.
Lelouch is the name, dancing is the game.
Excellent.
Velouche, Velouche, could you spare one of those fruits? I have never had one.
Do you put your hand near me?
I hold it out in front. I hold it out in front
Careful
of
how
me.
you answer that.
I'll bite your finger. Just a little nick.
I will take that as a no.
Peaches are mine.
Peach, peach.
I think they were a gift for Velouche, and Velouche seems very happy with the peaches.
If you want some, Bjorn, I could probably go and get some from my biggest fan. And like, it wouldn't, it wouldn't take much.
Just
For the
one, so
lioness
Bjorn could
to-
try them.
I'm gonna go back into the blacksmith.
Sorry.
You go back
if
in there.
if she goes back, I like slip a peach down towards you.
What, down to Althea?
Me.
It's a
As
Bjorn.
soon as Althea goes back,
Yeah,
Back
you're
in.
giving a peach to Bjorn.
I'll give a peach for you.
Yeah.
And just
Oh.
smile.
Thank you. Not even a peach.
So as you walk back in, Vlad's got his back to you. He's got the breastplate in his hands, and he tears the breastplate in half. And then he turns. Hello? Sorry, is everything okay?
Yeah, is that not the breastplate you were gonna make for my friend?
No, I'm inspired. I'm gonna do something better.
Like what?
Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Queen of the Sands. For you, this will be the best breastplate the world has ever seen.
It's not for me. I just want you to know that don't put like
It is.
Ithorian kind of.
It is for you. And he does like a bit of a...
Okay. Do you have any of those peaches spare that you gave to the monkey? My friend would like to try one. They're not sort of native where he's from.
I think I put them all in the purse. Give me a second. And he goes back to his bench where he had a few pouches of stuff. I don't suppose you like figs.
He might not know the difference, to be fair. I mean,
Well,
I
it's
don't
fine.
think he's had one of those either.
He's Viconian. They're simple people. If you haven't guessed, Bjorn, you know he's a Savian orc. Yeah.
No, I twigged.
Yeah. He twigged for the fig. So, I've got 3 here. These are my last 3.
Oh, thank you.
Anything. Anything.
And I'll turn and walk away and say, hopefully see you in a few hours.
Cracks out a Frey Bentos pie. Just gets on with the job. They taste like shit, but the adverts were brilliant.
As I walk out to Bjorn, I'll say, he didn't have any peaches. I think our new friend had the last of his, but he did have figs, which are also nice. I don't know if you've ever tried a fig.
Are these the things that we are taking with us?
I
The
Don't
things
know.
they are farming in the field down there?
think they do farm them here. Why have we got something else to take?
I've had figs. We are also escorting some fig farmers to market in that place.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
How much are they paying us for that?
A percentage of what they hope to make.
percentage?
It's not I.
I know.
One gold out of 7, maybe about 18%. Hang on, what is my intelligence score?
I don't know, Rich.
They're paying. I don't need a percentage. Just
minute.
how much are they paying us, Bjorn?
Well, they hope to make 7 gold. They are
Yeah.
paying us 1.
They're paying us 1 gold.
Yes. They're coming anyway. I just thought maybe every little helps.
I love the bleed of Althea and Ree right there. A gold. A quid. They're giving us a quid.
Okay. And you've had figs before.
Yes.
Althea's just going to drop them at his feet and walk off.
But you keep the peaches for yourself.
I don't have any peaches.
He gave you 3.
Oh, I thought you gave me 3 figs.
No, he asked you if you like figs, and then he said, these are my last ones, and he gave you 3 peaches.
Oh, I thought he gave me 3
No.
figs and they were his last figs.
No, that he gave you peaches.
Oh, right, okay.
He gave you some figs, but he gave you his last 3 peaches.
Oh, he gave me peaches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were deliberately keeping them from me.
No, I didn't know. I thought he'd run out. Then, rewind. He had some peaches. He had some figs and some peaches. They're his last 3 peaches. 1 gold. And how much are we?
So
you can keep the peaches from your new friend. I've tried one. I do not actually like them.
Oh, where did you get? Is she gonna look at the monkey and just? Okay.
if it had been Malibu, would you like it, Bjorn?
No, cannot stand Malibu. It is horrible.
Very specific for Bjorn. So
Did you eat it all?
No, I took a bite out of it.
And like you're holding it, saying you don't actually
handed it
like
back
it.
to you. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you are missing a thumb. So you gather your peaches, which is definitely
I will
the title.
offer a peach to Rhea and Etheria.
If you want the peaches, they're very nice, unless you decide, for character flavour, you
Rhea's allergic.
hate peaches. Yeah. Fucking dark fate eating a peach. Yeah. So, you make your way back down. You spend some time in the tavern, chilling out with each other, talking to one another.
Tea house.
Tea house. There's only you done drink alcohol there. Should have set up drinking with Julius. So, Elias brings the wagon out front. The farmers, Dante and his mate, bring over the fig baskets and they're put on your pony and such. And you are all equipped and ready to go to travel to Dwalo. Again, apologies for the complicated names. And we'll call it there.
What about the breastplate?
You'll find out next week. You see Vlad with a package at the top of the hill running down, going, wait! Just roaring down as he comes down. Two things you notice. Yeah? 2 things you notice. He's still bare-chested, does hero belt and barefoot and all this palaver. Comes down. People, you don't even get a chance to push him out of the way. They're like, well, you fucking out of the way. Right? Gets to the bottom. He gives you a breast-plated shape package, and it's wrapped in a blanket, a soaked blanket. Just give it a little while. I know, just give it a while. I'm not saying it would burn you, but I put a bit of extra spice into it. If it smells of peaches, you just have to deal with it. And look at this. And he just stands and he kind of looks and he takes like a strange bodybuilder pose, and he just starts bouncing one peck. And you see on the one peck, he's fucking branded himself with a lioness head. Full on, just, you know what I mean? Still a bit tender, like, and he's pride as he stares up to the sky, and he just silently. And Elias comes round. You lot ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I'm in love with this man. And I'm just going to point to Vlad.
Right, well, let's go.
That is a very impressive cat, Vlad.
I know.
Fucking lion, Bjorn.
It's a lioness. And he
Lioness.
stands next to Althea, like, all matter of fact.
Althea's probably the same height as his peck, so she's going to stand.
Every now and then you just get
It's on the pony staring like.
It would be a lioness.
What have I just witnessed?
It would look like a lioness if it was a bit bigger.
I will kill you one day, Bjorn.
Vlad, this is nothing against you. This is a debate between the 2 of them. It actually looks very cool. You're fine.
I'm massive, and
Vlad,
he's Viconian.
do you think there is a better fighter alive than I? And if there were, would they be Viconian?
Oh, no.
There you go.
There ain't no
you
brand
should,
of a Viconian on the other chest, is there? You know what I mean? Just saying.
Well, we'll find out in Dweller, won't we?
That's not in Viconia, but okay. Thank you, and take care of that, Viconian. It'll save your life one day.
I hope so.
Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not yesterday, but one day.
Thank you, lad.
You're
We'll
welcome.
see you again sometime. I know you
Anytime.
don't care about us, but probably Althea. We'll see you again sometime.
I have time for the groupies of the lioness. I don't. You're all welcome.
Yes, that's what they are.
You know, she makes me brush her hair every night just to make sure it doesn't tangle while she sleeps, so that she can be in peak fighting form first thing in the morning should anything happen.
Well, if I it's getting a bit warm around here.
I thought you'd enjoy that, Vlad.
I'm just gonna yeah.
Beyond us, foot calluses.
There is a proper cheeky.
I do polish my own armor.
Failed sleight of hand check for a fist bump to Althea at that comment from Etheria. If you would honour me, lioness, I would love to one day make your gladiatorial armour, if you should wish to return to the sands.
I definitely plan to return at some point. I'm not sure in what capacity, but I will need armor, and I will remember you and be back for said armor.
So happy. Stay safe.
You too.
Hi, Vlad. Has anyone seen Vel?
Every time it goes rawr, she's gonna like.
I think Velk will catch up.
I feel like I'm gonna be sat there with like my little pot belly from
Yeah, all the peaches.
and I'm just gonna be waving at him.
See you later, monkey man. And you start to leave the town of Lento.
I imagine Volush is like sat backwards on one of the horses, like behind Bjorn, just waving as they're walking away.
Yeah, are you up behind? Is Volush up behind Bjorn?
Oh yeah.
So there was an extra pony.
There was.
So-
Two extra ponies.
So I'm assuming they're just all tied up.
I was
But like I'll jump
wondering
on Beyond's.
Okay.
Cool. And we'll end the session there because I know Ree needs to jump off. And
Yeah,
there's no point
thank
carrying
you.
on. So, bit of a shorter session. Short session.
Shawshank Redemption.
That's my next NPC. We had a short session, and we're cutting it a bit short as well. So we started late and we're finishing a little bit earlier. But it's all cool. We got some cool stuff done. It was fun. It was all good times we had. You're very welcome, Tailweaver, and thank you for the subscription. My favourite, figment of your imagination. New old spices, old peaches. It's all good.
The title though is "Gather Your Peaches," right?
I'm
The title of the episode.
I was thinking of peaches and autographs, or peaches and pecs. You know what I mean, stuff like that.
Peaches and pecks. Old peaches and pecks. Even better.
Old peaches, no pecs. So you are off on your way to Dwalo. Good luck. Let me know how that turns out. For the rest of you, tune in next Monday. New time, 8:30, due to my soon-to-be professional footballer.
I'll be able to go on later though, so
Sorry, no need to show off. So we
just
will,
not this week.
we will, like Reese just said, finish a bit later than 11 to counter the 8:30 starts. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. If you listened to the Spotify podcast that we didn't post about earlier on, go find Heavyweight RPG on podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all that good stuff. You can listen to all the previous stuff.
I'm no longer in charge of it, so it'll go up a lot more regularly.
All right.
Because Brian's better at
sounds
it.
like you can get tablets for that. So you.
Thanks for calling me out, Mel. I didn't actually.
That was fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry, Bjorn. It's winter, mate. You know what I mean? It's winter. So, if you're listening, watching, all that good stuff, thank you very much. It's super appreciated, all the love and support we get. And I don't believe we're streaming tomorrow because half the party are on holiday, but I will probably stream some World Anvil world building stuff because I've got a few ideas that I want to write down. And take care of yourselves. Thank you very much. We love you all. And for now, say good night, players.
Night,
Good night,
Players.
Yeah, mother kippers. Nerds. Fucking
Nerds.
nerds.